Hello, so I recently visited the RMS Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And as you know, I am obsessed with the Titanic, so that was really amazing and I loved every minute of it. And I spent a really long time in the gift shop. So today, I am going to do an RMS Titanic haul. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the stuff that might be a little more boring first. So let's get this started. So I'm going to start out with the stuff in this binder, which are all things I purchased from the Titanic gift shop in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. You can also get the items online, and most of what's in the binder came from a pack of replicas. This is the label. It was $12.99 for the pack. So this is what the back side of the pack looked like. And it just tells a little information about everything that's included. But now I'm going to show you myself. And I think the way I'm going to do this is to show the item in the page, and then if it's a bigger item like this, I will take it out and show you a more full view of the item. So the first thing you saw is a replica of the Daily Graphic. I don't know if you can read the title, but there's where it says the Daily Graphic. And this is a complete replica of the entire newspaper. So, yeah. There's a lot of information and pictures, and this is a really great replica. So yeah, this is the Daily Graphic from April 20th, 1912. The next item is a copy of the sheet music that the Titanic's band played as the Titanic sank. The sheet music has two sides, and it is Nearer My God to Thee. Next we have this, which I'm just going to go ahead and take out and show you. So what this is a transcript of register for transmission to Registrar General of Shipping and Seamen. Emphasis on men. Okay, I'm done holding the binder up just because it makes no sense to do that when I'm just going to pull things out and show you anyways. So this is the first advertising flyer. White Star Line advertising the Olympic and Titanic. And then there is this flyer advertising the Olympic and Titanic again. And this one opens up. So this is a full view of one of the ships that the White Star Line is advertising. And then on the other side there are photos from the inside of these ships and illustrations. This is something that had to be filled out in order to board the Titanic, and it just has information, and this side has a photo of the person. So there's that. This is another advertising flyer, and then we have this advertising flyer that is specifically advertising the RMS Titanic. This is a replica of a letter from the General Workers Union criticizing lifeboat priority according to first-class passengers as unforgivable. So this was after the ship sank, and yeah, I agree with the General Workers Union. It is unforgivable. And I believe on that date stamp right there, it says 19th of April, 1912. But I'm not sure because it's very faint and hard to read, but I'm assuming that's when this letter was sent. And then this is another advertising flyer, and there are different levels of the ship. First class lounge, first class dining saloon, etc. And this is a flyer for a memorial service to the people who died in the Titanic disaster, obviously, as it says right there. Titanic disaster, a memorial service will be held in the Battersea Town Hall on Sunday, next 28th April at 8:30 p.m. As this states, this is a telegram signaling the beginning of the end for the Titanic. We have struck iceberg, sinking fast, come to our assistance. So that is what they said in the telegram. These are just different pictures. This first picture is the Olympic and Titanic. This is of the Titanic being put together. And then Paperboy with the Titanic disaster newspaper. A picture of the Titanic after being launched. The Titanic's gymnasium. And the Titanic in Belfast. Next is, of course, another advertising flyer for the Titanic. This one actually tells how much tickets are down here. And this is advertising the Titanic, but for the Americans who would board in New York. So you've got the US dollars over here. Okay, this is a ticket from the first time I went to a Titanic museum or exhibit. It was at the Tropicana in Las Vegas, and it just says Tropicana proudly presents Titanic. And yeah, that exhibit was not permanent. Then I have my Titanic boarding pass for the museum/exhibit in Las Vegas, Tropicana. And my passenger name when I went that time was Mr. Arthur Larned Ryerson. And I was 61. So I'm assuming I probably died. And then there is a replica of a letter someone wrote from the Titanic on the 11th of April, 1912. Okay, so here we have a brochure for the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And yeah, this is a really great museum, so if you are ever in Pigeon Forge or in Branson, where they have another location, you should definitely go and check it out. This is a replica of the dinner menu for second class passengers on the Titanic. Okay, I'm almost done. So I have boarding passes for the museum in Pigeon Forge. This one was mine, and I got Ida Strauss, first class passenger, age 63. And this was my mother's boarding pass. She got Amy Stanley, third class passenger, aged 23. And I know for a fact that Amy Stanley survived, even though she was in third class, and most of the third class passengers did perish. And Miss Ida Strauss, first class passenger, age 63, died alongside her husband. So, yeah, interesting stories. And then the last thing from that $12.99 pack of replicas is a few more small photos of the Titanic and illustrations of what the interior would look like. Yeah. Most of these are just illustrations, not actual photos. So that's it for the stuff that you might find a little bit more boring. It's just with me, nothing related to the Titanic is boring. And I hope you decide to go to one of the Titanic Museum locations. Okay, so next I have to show you this. It's a little glass bottle with a cork, and the Titanic is on the inside, so it's like ship in a bottle, but yeah, see, it says Titanic on the bottom of the ship that's in here. It's hard to get a good view of the ship, but it's a little metal replica of the Titanic. And this is from the Branson, Missouri location, which I have not been inside the location in Branson, so I did not actually buy this. It was given to me as a gift. So now let's get on to the rest of what I bought. So this is the bag from the gift shop at the Pigeon Forge location. Okay, so this is the first thing, and yes, it's more than just a wooden box. This was $14.99, I'm just gonna say that right off. And this is a really nice wooden box, real wood, and there's a little anchor right there. So you open this up, and I still have this wrapped, but this is actually a warning whistle that the crew would have worn around their necks or kept in their pockets. And I'll take it out of the plastic so you can see. So there's the chain if you were to wear this around your neck, and it would hang like this. And this is a real working whistle, and yeah, there is an anchor there. And I got this because, for one, you can wear it around your neck, and it's something that's going to remind you of the Titanic, and not something just from the movie like the Heart of the Ocean or whatever. So there's the whistle. Moving on. The next item I bought was $39.95. I don't know how well you can see that label, but it says RMS Titanic 1912 to 2012, because they were celebrating a 100-year anniversary of the sinking. And then it says remembered right there. And then again, the White Star logo. So what we have in the box is we have the 401 rivet, and that is an illustration. And this is filled with information and photos. Really nice. Then we have the rivet. So this is a replica of one of the rivets from the Titanic. It was made by the same company or same people, made out of the exact same materials. It's exactly the same in length and in weight. This weighs 1 pound. And I just think it's really interesting, and I really wanted to have one of the rivets, so that's why I got it. And there is more in the box. So, red bag, and in the red bag is a wooden stand for the rivet with a little seal right there. And again, the seal says RMS Titanic remembered 1912 to 2012. And you would put the rivet right there. And this is the last one that they had in the actual gift shop, so I could not pass this up, even though there were so many things that I really wanted. I just could not pass up getting the rivet. So yeah, that is my RMS Titanic haul, and I hope you loved it, and I hope you love the Titanic as much as I do. Not just the movie, people. Remember the real thing, and remember all the lives that were lost. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Until next time, bye!